Friends, today topic is class 10 maths, the polynomial. In class 9th already you have studied about the polynomial in one variable and their degrees. So in 10th also we are going to study the polynomial topic. The highest power of x in p of x is actually called the degree of the polynomial p of x. For example, 4x plus 2 is a polynomial. The variable x of degree 1, in this equation the variable x power 1 is actually called the degree of the polynomial. 2x square minus 3y plus 4 is a polynomial. The variable y of degree 2, the maximum degree you have to see here, the degree is 2. Another example, 5x power 3 minus 4x square plus x minus root 2 is a polynomial. The variable x of degree 3, it has degree 3. Another example, 7 u power 6 minus 3 by 2 e power 4 plus 4 u square plus u minus 8 is a polynomial. The variable u of degree 6. So here you can find the degree 6. So like 1 by x minus 1 root 2 plus 2 1 by x square plus 2x plus 3 etc. are not polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. If the degree is 1, then we can say it is a linear polynomial. For example, 2x minus 3, here the degree is 1. Root 3x plus 5, the degree is 1. Y plus root 2, the degree is 1. X minus 2 by 11, the degree of the polynomial is 1. So it is called a linear polynomial. These are examples for linear polynomial. We can write many examples for linear polynomial. Polynomials such as 2x plus 5 minus x square and x cube plus 3 etc. are not linear polynomial because you can find the degree. Here degree is 2, degree is 3. So they are not the linear polynomial. If linear polynomial, the degree should be 1. It should be 1. A polynomial of degree 2, then it is called a quadratic polynomial. If a polynomial is a degree 1, then it is linear polynomial. If a polynomial has a degree 2, then it is called a quadratic polynomial. The name quadratic has been derived from the word quadrate, which means square. Quadratic is nothing, it is a square. 2x square plus 3x minus 2 by 5. In this equation is a quadratic equation since the degree of the polynomial is 2. So it is called a quadratic polynomial. Another example, y square minus 2. Here x term, y term is missing, but the power of 2 y square is there. So it is called a quadratic polynomial. 2 minus x square plus 3 root 3x. Here the power maximum degree is 2. So it is called a quadratic polynomial. Another example, u by 3 minus 2x square. Like that we can give many examples of quadratic polynomial whose coefficient are real number. Coefficient of u square real number, yes, minus 2 is there. Here coefficient of x square, here 1 minus 1. Here coefficient of y square, no number is there, that means 1. Here the coefficient of 2x square, the coefficient is nearest number, that number which is coming before the number. Quadratic polynomial in x is the form. This is the standard form of quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c. Here x is having the degree 2. So it is quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Now we will see the example for cubic polynomial. Polynomial, degree of polynomials. The degree of polynomial is defined as the highest power of the degree of its individual terms. If it is 1, then it is called monomial with non-zero coefficient. For example, 4x plus 5 is a polynomial in the variable x. X is the variable. It has the degree 1. Another example, 5x power 3 plus 4x square minus 3 is a polynomial. In the variable x, the degree is 3. The degree is, here you can find the degree 3. Linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called actually linear polynomial if degree is 1. Example, 2x minus 3, the degree is 1. So it is called linear polynomial. Here root 3 x plus 5, degree is 1. So linear polynomial. Second, coming to quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. Example, 2x square plus 3x minus 5 by 9. Another one, y square minus 2. Here the degree of the polynomial is 2. So it is called quadratic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Example, a polynomial whose degree is 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Example, 3x cube plus 2x square minus 4x plus 7. In this equation, the degree of the polynomial is 3. So it is called a cubic polynomial. Second case, 2 minus x cube. The degree of the polynomial is 3. So it is example for cubic polynomial. Now coming to 0 of polynomial. A real number said to be 0 of a polynomial p of x. P of x. If p of k is equal to 0, the 0 of linear polynomial ax plus b is minus b by a. Geometrical meaning of 0 of polynomial. The graph y is equal to 2x plus 3 is a straight line passing through the point minus 2, minus 1, 2, 7. Here the 0 of the polynomial 2x plus 3 is the x coordinate of the points. Putting the value of x, you will get the value y. For example, if you put x is equal to minus 2 in the equation 2x plus 3, you will get the value minus 1. Y is equal to minus 1. If you put 2 instead of x, the y value you will get 7. The graph, after drawing the graph, you will get the straight line in the graph where the graph intersect in the x-axis. Minus 3 by 2, 0. Actually, where the graph intersect in the x-axis is actually called a 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial. Here minus 3 by 2, 0. Consider the polynomial x square minus 3x minus 4. Take x is equal to value minus 2. If you put x value in the equation, the y value you will get. If you put x is equal to 2, the y you will get to 6. If x is equal to minus 1, the value of y is equal to 0. Then if you put 0, you will get to minus 4. Like that you can get many number of points in the equation. If we locate the points listed above on a graph paper and draw the graph like this, you will get to the, after locating all the points, if you draw a graph, it will come like this. Here for any quadratic equation, the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, a is not equal to 0 because it is a quadratic polynomial. Then if it is 0, then it won't be a quadratic polynomial. So the condition is a should not be 0. The graph of the corresponding equation y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c has one of the two shape, either upward u or downward, like this, downward, depending on the a greater than 0 or a less than 0. These curves are called parabola curves. Here you can see it is upward. After locating all the points on the graph, the curve is upward. So it is upward parabola. Exercise 2.1. The graph y is equal to p of x are given in the following figure. For some polynomial p of x, find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. Already I told you about the zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial is nothing where the curve intersect at 0. Here the curve is not intersecting x-axis. Here no cutting in x-axis. So in the first case the number of zeros is 0 as the graph does not cut x-axis at any point. There is no cut point in x-axis, but there is cut in y-axis. Y-axis we should not consider for this case. So the number of zeros in the second graph is 1, where the curve intersects x-axis in only one point. Only one point. So the zeros of the given graph x-axis only at one point. Third case, the number of zeros is 3. The graph intersect the x-axis at 3 point. You can see there are 3 points it is intersecting. 1, this is second point, this is the third point. So 3 points it is intersecting. So the zeros of the graph intersect at the x-axis at 3 points. In fourth case, it intersect only 2 points, 1 and 2. The curve intersect 2 points only. So the graph intersect x-axis at 2 points. In fifth case, the curve intersect x-axis in 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 different points it intersects. So the zeros of intersect at the x-axis at 4 points. Last sixth case, the curve intersect the x-axis in 3 points. 1, 2 and 3. Relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. Consider the polynomial. Consider the polynomial 2x square minus 8x plus x. Factorize the polynomial by splitting the middle term. Which one is the middle term here? 8 minus 8x. So here we need to split the middle term minus 8x as a sum of two terms whose product should be 2x square into 6, that is 12x square. So we write 2x square minus 8x plus 6 is equal to 2x square, splitting the middle term 8x, we can split it as minus 6x minus 2x makes minus 8x, clear, plus 6. This is a constant term. Again first two term what are common there? 2x is of course common here. So 2x you take it out, remaining x minus 3. The second case minus 2 take it out, common, remaining x minus 3. X minus 3 two times. So write one time. Remaining 2x minus 2 you put it in another one. Again this is having the common, 2 is common, 2 into x minus 1 and x minus 3 as it is. So the quadratic equation 2x square minus 8x plus 6 is 0 when x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. These two are the factors of the polynomial. X minus 1 is equal to 0, that means x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 3. If it is quadratic equation, you will have two factors. Here the value of x is equal to 1 or 3. Sum of its 0, this is actually formula. In any quadratic equation, the sum of its zeros are minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. That is, we used to say minus b by a. This is the formula for finding sum of its zeros. Product of its zeros is equal to constant term, that is c by a is the formula, and coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is both the case it is the same only. If it is quadratic equation, the sum of its zeros is equal to minus b by a. The product of its zeros is equal to c by a. If alpha, beta are the zeros of the quadratic equation, then p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c where a not equal to 0. That is the condition actually, because if a is 0 it is not a quadratic equation. Therefore sum of it 0, already told you sum of 0 is equal to minus b by a minus b by a, and the product of 0 or alpha and beta is equal to c by a. This is the formula, we are going to use it in the exercise. If there are three zeros of the polynomial, that is actually cubic polynomial, alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of the cubic polynomial, a x power 3 plus b x square plus cx plus d, this is the standard form of the cubic polynomial. So here the power is 3, so it is called a cubic polynomial. Sum of its zeros, as we define in the previous case, here also the sum of its zeros are alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, you have to remember. Then the product of 0, alpha, beta, gamma, all the three together is equal to minus d by a. D is actually here in this case it is constant, so minus d by a, you will get the product of the polynomial. Exercise number 2.2. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial. Verify relationship between zeros and the coefficients. For example, x square minus 2x minus 8 is a quadratic polynomial. In this quadratic polynomial, if you factorize the middle term minus 2x, you will get the two factors, x minus 4 one factor and x plus 2 another factor. The value of 0 in this equation when x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0, when then x is equal to 4 and x is equal to minus 2. Therefore the zeros of the given quadratic equation x square minus 2x minus 8 are 4 and minus 2. So when you put this one in the sum of the zeros, already you know sum of the 0, so just add 4 plus minus 2, that is equal to 2, you will get, we know the formula minus b by a. A is equal to, in this case, 1, a is 1, so minus of minus 2 by 1 minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, as we mentioned the quadratic equation formula, sum of the zeros. The same way the product of 0, that means just you have to these two value you have to multiply, product of the zeros, so 4 into minus 2 you will get to minus 8. So the product of 0 minus b by a is equal to it is a c by a, so constant term divided by x square, that is coefficient of x square term. Second question, 4x square minus 4s plus 1, it is a quadratic equation. Again splitting the middle term, you will get the factors 2s minus 1 the whole square, that means 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1, 2 times 2s minus 1, one factor, another factor 2s minus 1. Applying the splitting the middle term, you will get these two factor. So the zeros when 2s minus 1 is equal to 0, that is s after, so 2s minus 1 is equal to 0, 2s minus 1 is equal to 0, so 2s you will get the value plus 1, so s is equal to 1 by 2. If you simplify, you will get the value of s equal to 1 by 2 and s equal to 1 by 2, because both the cases 2s minus 1 is the factor, so 2 value you will get, because since it is a quadratic equation. Therefore the zeros of 2s square minus 4s plus 1 are 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So now sum of zeros 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1, the coefficient of s by coefficient of s square. Then the product of 0, that is half multiplied by half, is equal to 1 by 4, that is equal to constant term by coefficient of s square. Third example, 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. If you see this quadratic equation, it is not in order, so you make it in order. 6x square minus 7x minus 3. This is actually standard form of writing the given quadratic equation. Again applying the rule, splitting the middle term 7x, if you split it, you will get the answer factor. Two factors will get 3x plus 1 one factor and 2x minus 3 another factor. So 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. That is, from here we will get x is equal to minus 1 by 3, 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 3 by 2. So two value you are getting, x is equal to minus 1 by 3 and x is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore the zeros of this equation 6x square, zeros of the quadratic equation 6x square minus 3 minus 7x are one value minus 1 by 3 and 3 by 2. Now sum of its zeros and product of its 0. Sum of its 0 minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2, adding by taking the LCM, 3 to 6 is LCM, so the numerator will get 7 by 6, that is equal to, applying the formula, minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, so minus 7 by 6 and product of zeros, minus 1 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 2, numerator just multiply, you will get minus 1 by 2, so constant term divided by coefficient of x square, so that is equal to minus 3 by 6. Fourth sum, 4u square plus 8u. Here you can find this quadratic equation, there is no constant in here, so there is no constant, you can put 0. Instead of constant term you can put value 0. So common, 4u square plus 8u, the common is 4u, take it out, remaining u plus 2. The value of 4u square plus 8 is 0 when 4u is equal to 0, either this 4u is equal to 0 or u plus 2 is equal to 0. So 4u is equal to 0, that means u is equal to 0, u plus 2 is equal to 0, that means u is equal to, you will get the value of minus 2. So the zeros are 0 and minus 2. The zeros of this equation are 0 and minus 2. Again sum of the zeros, you know, minus coefficient of u by coefficient of u square, so minus 8 by 4, you will get minus 2. Minus 2 is the answer. Another one, product of zeros, so again 0 and minus 2 multiply, you will get 0, so constant term by coefficient of u square, that is actually product of zeros. Fifth question, t square minus 15. Here again the quadratic equation, but it is not in the standard form, so we can make it as a standard form. We need one t, so t square, so minus 0t minus 15. Change the equation and write in this standard form, that will be useful for you to factorize the given equation. So again splitting the middle term, you can apply here t minus root of 15 and t plus root of 15, these two are factors of the given quadratic equation. The value of t square minus 15 is either t minus root of 15 is equal to 0 or t plus root of 15 is equal to 0, that means t is equal to root of 15 and t is equal to minus root of 15. Therefore the zeros of t square minus root of 15 plus root of 15 and minus root of 15, sum of zeros, that means root of 15 add plus minus root of 15. If you add these two, you will get root of 15 cancel, this root of 15 cancel, minus root of 15 cancel, so the answer is 0. So coefficient of t is equal to minus 0 by 1. Another one, product of 0, root of 15 multiplied by root of minus 15 is equal to, if you multiply root a into root a, no, root of a multiplied by root of a is equal to a. We have already studied this in 9th standard. Here root of a, instead of a root of 15 is there, here root of 15 is there, so root of 15 multiplied by root of 15 only, so here minus sign is there, so minus sign by 1, that is constant term by coefficient of u square, that is c by a. Sixth question, 3x square minus x plus minus 4 Here by splitting the middle term you will get the factors 3x minus 4 and x plus 1. Two factors are there. So the zeros of the polynomial 3x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0 when that means 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to 4 by 3, x plus 1 is equal to 0, that means x is equal to minus 1. So two value we are getting 4 by 3 and minus 1. So sum of the zeros again the same way you can get is 4 by 3 plus of minus 1 is equal to 1 by 3. You will get that is coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Product of zeros 4 by 3 multiplied by that minus 1 is equal to minus 4 by 3 constant term by coefficient of x square. This formula we are using all the sums. Find question number 2. Find a quadratic polynomial. So for quadratic polynomial was given, we find the zeros of the polynomial. Now quadratic polynomial we are going to find the sum and product of its zeros are given. Sum of the zeros is given and the product of the zeros are given. We have to find you have to frame the quadratic polynomial using the sum and product of the given value. The sum of the value is 1 by 4, the product is minus 1. We know that the polynomial, the standard form is ax square plus bx plus c always. Its zeros be alpha and beta. So sum of its 0 is given, you know that the sum of the 0 is 1 by 4 and the product of 0 is equal to minus 1. So alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4, that is the formula minus b by a, and alpha beta product of the polynomial is given, that is minus 1 is equal to, as per the formula, minus 4 by 4 is equal to c by a. Now you got the value of minus b is equal to 1 and a is equal to the denominator 4. So a is equal to 4, the b is equal to 1 minus 1 and c is equal to minus 4. You can find the value of c minus 4. Now therefore we can form the quadratic equation using the value in the standard form of the quadratic equation. Instead of a you put 4, instead of b you put minus 1 and instead of c you put minus 4. Applying this value you will get a quadratic equation. So in this sum what we learn, sum and products of the quadratic equation is given. Now we can make the quadratic polynomial. Second sum the same way, the sum of the value is given, the product of the value is given, the sum of the value is root 2, the product of the value of the polynomial is 1 by 3. We know that the standard form of the quadratic equation is 2ax square plus bx plus c. Its zeros alpha and beta already we know. So sum of the value alpha plus beta is equal to root 2. That means 3 root 2 by 3 because the a is 3 here. So the product of the value alpha beta is equal to 1 by 3. Here the value of a is 3, the value of c is equal to 1. A is equal to 3. So the b is equal to minus 3 by root 2. Minus 3 by root 2. Therefore now we can form the quadratic equation. Instead of a you put 3 because this equation you apply 3. Instead of b you put minus 3 root 2. Instead of c you put 1. The value just you apply you will get the answer. So this is the quadratic polynomial. We can frame using this. Another example, 0. The sum of the polynomial is 0 and root of 15. Product is given. Now we are going to make the quadratic equation. Let the polynomial be ax square plus bx plus c. That is actually standard form of the quadratic polynomial, quadratic equation we can say. And its zeros alpha and beta like the previous sum. So alpha plus beta it is given 0 and alpha beta it is given root of 5. So minus b by a, so you will get 0 by 1. Here you will get c by a root 5. So a value you know 1. Here also 1. B is equal to here 0. So write the value of b 0. C. Once you get the a, b, c value, then just you put it in this equation. You will get the standard form of the quadratic polynomial. Here b is 0, so the term is missing here. X square plus or minus you can put 0. That value is not there. 0x you can put plus root 5. Sorry. So in this way you can make the equation. 1/4 sum the sum of the zeros of the polynomial is given 1 and the product of the polynomial is also 1, both the value of 1. So alpha plus beta also 1, alpha beta also 1. So minus b by a, c by a. So denominator we can take it as 1 because 1 by 1 is nothing else, it is 1 only. So the denominator 1, here also denominator 1. So a is 1, b is equal to minus 1 because in the instead of b here minus 1 is there, so minus b is equal to minus 1. So c, the value is c only, so c. Applying this value in this standard form of the quadratic equation, you will get here 1x square minus 1, b is minus 1 and c is equal to 1. Like that you can solve the sums. Again the sum of the value of the polynomial is minus 1 by 4 and the product of the polynomial is 1 by 4. So alpha plus beta sum means plus, alpha beta multiplication, just 1 by 4, here minus 1 by 4, minus b by a. So minus b, instead of minus b here what value is there? Minus 1. So b value is, b is equal to 1, minus b is equal to minus 1, minus b is equal to minus 1, minus minus cut, b is equal to 1. That's what we got, the value b. A, no problem, denominator is a, 4, here also 4 only. So a is 4, b is equal to 1, c is equal to 1, numerator is there 1, so c is 1. So therefore the quadratic polynomial we can frame using that standard form of the equation. So instead of a you put the value of 4, b you can put value 1 and c 1. So you will get the standard form of the quadratic equation. Sixth sum 4, 1. The same way you can do the sixth sum also. Division algorithm for polynomial. Here you have to remember that the division algorithm for polynomial. What is the division algorithm? In a cubic polynomial it has 3 zeros because the degree of the cubic polynomial is 3. So definitely it will have 3 value. So x power 3 minus 3x square minus x plus 3, if one of its 0 is 1. If this equation is having 3 value, whereas if one value is, if one of its 0 is 1, therefore x minus 1 is a factor for the given cubic polynomial. If you divide x cube minus 3x square, x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 divided by x minus 1, you will get the answer, the question x square minus 2x minus 3. The exercise will show you how to divide. Just if you divide these two, this is actually dividend, a divisor. If you divide, you will get the numerator, that the question you will get x square minus 2x minus 3. Splitting the middle term, this 2x, if you split it, you will get 2 value, that is x plus 1 1 factor and x minus 3. So it will have 2 factors, x plus 1 and x minus 3. Splitting the middle term, you will get 2 factors since it is a quadratic equation. Already one factor we got it, x minus 1. So this x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 will get 3 equation, 3 factors, x minus 1 into x square minus 2x minus 3. Factorizing this one, splitting the middle term, you will get x plus 3, x minus 3. So the zeros of the cubic polynomial are x minus 1. So you will get 3 zeros for this cubic polynomial, 3 factors you will get for the value of x. X is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to 3, since it is a cubic polynomial. Exercise number 2.3, let us see. Now we are going to divide. We are going to divide the polynomial p of x. P for polynomial, x the terms, and g of x. We are going to divide with the g of x. Find the quotient and the remainder of the polynomial given. Consider p of x equal to so and so, g of x is x square minus 1. Now we are going to divide x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. Take the first term, x cube divided by the x square. Take this x square just divide here, x square cancel, this power you can cut and write 1, so x. So when you divide you will get x. Now x multiplied by x square, x power 3, multiply and write here x power 3, and x into second term minus 2, multiply x into minus 2 minus 2x. Afterwards just ordinary division, change the sign. If it is plus, put the minus sign. If it is minus, you put the opposite sign plus. Now first two term will get cancelled because minus plus x cube minus x cube will get cancelled. Here you bring the next term down. 5x plus 2x, if you add these two, it will become 7x. It is clear. Bring down last term minus 3 also. Again this 3x square you take, you write 3x square divided by x square. X square will get cancelled, so the answer is 3. Put the 3 in the question. Again 3 multiplied by x square, you will get 3x square. 3 multiplied by minus 2, minus 3 multiplied by minus 2, you will get plus 6. Change the sign, minus 3 plus 6 minus 6. These two will get cancelled. So bring down 7x. 3 minus 6 minus 3 minus 6 will make minus 9. So this is actually called a remainder. The top, it is actually called a quotient. So the answer is, the quotient for the given cubic polynomial is x is equal to minus 3 and remainder 7x minus 9. Second question, p of x equal to x power 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. G of x is given. We are going to divide. So write p of x here, g of x here. Here x power 4 divided by x square. X power 4, always divide the first term with the g of x first term. X power 4 divided by x power 2. So x power 2 will get cancelled. Here 4 cut and write 2. This x square, write it here. Now x square multiplied by x square multiplied by x square, you will get to x power 4. Then x square multiplied by x, you will get to x power 3. X square plus 1, you will get to x square. Just change the sign. Plus means minus. If it is minus, you put plus sign. If it is plus, you put the minus sign. First two term will get cancelled because x power 4 minus x power 4 will get cancelled. Now here plus x power 3, bring down. These two you can subtract the value, but the same sign is there, so you have to add 3x minus 3x square minus x square will make minus 4x square. Bring down 4x and bring down minus 5. Again x power 3 divided by x square. X power 3 divided by the x square. Cut square and this one will get x only. Put the x value in the question. Again you multiply, you will get this value. Multiply x into x square, x into 1 x or 1 x. First two term will get cancelled. 4x minus 4x square plus x square will make minus 3x square, plus 4x minus x will make 3x. Bring down 5. Again 3x square divided by x square, 3x square divided by x square. X square will get cancelled. So 3 only. Put 3 in the question. 3 multiplied by x square, 3x square. 3x square. 3 multiplied by minus x, minus and minus plus 3x, and 3 multiplied by 1, 3. First two term cancelling. Next 3x minus 3x also will get cancelled. So you are getting the remainder 8. 8 is the remainder, and this is actually question. So x square minus x square plus x minus 3, and the remainder is 8. Question number 3. Again p of x is given, it is degree is 4, so you will have x power 4 minus 5x plus 6 divided by g of x is equal to x minus x square. This just you change the order because it is not in proper form, so x square write first, 2 write next. So in this way g of x can be written as minus x square plus 2. P of x you can put it here as it is. X power 3 is missing, so when you write, leave some space for writing x power 3. It is not there, so you can put 0. So x power 4 divided by x is minus x square. X power 4 divided by minus x square. If when you cut it, x square, x power 4 you cut and write 2. So the answer is minus x square. Put to minus x square the quotient. Now multiply minus x square into minus x square will become x power 4 plus x power 4. Then minus x square into plus 2 minus 2x square. Changing the sign, first two term will get cancelled. Second, you can bring down 2x square down. Then bring down 5x and 6. Again 2x square divided by minus x square. You will get minus 2. Minus 2 multiply with minus x square, minus 2x square you will get minus 2 into plus 2 you will get minus 4. Changing the sign, minus sign, change the sign, plus, cancel it, 5x downward, minus 5x, 6 plus 4 will make 10. This is actually a remainder. Here you will get to the question. Question number 2, check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial. 2 polynomial is given by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. This is the second polynomial, this is the first polynomial. The second polynomial is having the term 2t power 4, 3t power 3, minus 2, t power 2, minus 9t, minus 12. Put it inside. Here you write first term, write it in the part. Now 2t power 4 divided by t square. These two you have to divide. So 2t power 4 divided by t square. T square you can cut, t power 4 cut and write it 2. So 2t square. This 2t square write in the question. Again the same way you have to multiply 2t square multiplied by t square. You will get a t power 2t power 4. These two terms are same, so you can cut it. Here 3t square bring down, minus 2t square plus 6t square. It will make, if you add, you will get 4t square. Bring down 4t, bring down minus 12 also. Now again 3t square, t power 3 divided by t square. 3 t power 3 divided by t square. If you divide, cut t square and cut and write 1. So 3t. Write in the question 3t. 3t multiplied by t square, you will get 3t power 3, and 3t minus 3 you will get minus 90. These two terms are like terms, so you can cut it. Bring down 4t square, 90 minus 90 you will get to cancel, minus 90. Here it is plus, so these two will get to cancel. So 4t square and minus 12 will be there. 4t square again divided by t square. 4t square divided by t square. T square will get cancelled. So 4 will be there. Write 4 in the question. Here write the 4. 4 multiply with t square. So 4t square. And 4 into minus 3 will get to minus 12. Change the sign. These two will get cancelled. Last minus 12 and plus 12 will get to 0. So t square minus 3 exactly divide the given equation, leaving no remainder. That means remainder is 0. Hence it is a factor. If remainder is 0, the given polynomial is divisible by the second polynomial. Given polynomial is divisible by the second polynomial. If exactly divisible, the remainder you will get always 0. Again, second example. The second polynomial we are going to divide with the first one. First polynomial is a quadratic polynomial, so you write inside, this one you write the outside. Again the same way we are going to divide 3x power 4 divided by x square. These two we are going to do. Always you have to take the first term of the given equation. So 3x power 4 divided by x square. If you divide, you can cut it. Here cut and write 2. So 3x square. Write here 3x square. After dividing 3x square, multiply with the x square, you will get 3x power 4. 3x square multiplied by 3x, you will get 9x power 3. 3x square multiplied by x, you will get 3 minus 3x square. Changing the sign, minus. If it is plus, you put the minus sign. If it is plus, you put the minus sign. Here also change the sign. Minus means you have to put the opposite sign, minus plus. First two term will get cancelled. Clear? Now coming to the second one, 5x power 3. Here 9 minus 9. So you have to subtract minus 9 plus 5. So you will get minus 4x power 3. 7 minus 7x square plus. So you have to add, because here sign also minus. So you will get minus 10x square. Minus 10x square. Now bring down 2x and 2 also down. 4x power minus 4x power 3 divided by x square. Minus 4 x power 3 divided by x square. X square and this one you cut right 1. So minus 4x. Put minus 4x in the question part. Minus 4x. Minus 4x. Minus 4x, there is a mistake here, so you have to put a minus 4x. Minus 4x into x square, minus 4x power 3, minus 4x into 3x, 4 3s are 12, minus 12x square, correct? Minus 4x into plus 1, minus 4x. Changing the sign, if it is minus you put plus, minus plus, minus plus. Here there is mistake, it should be minus sign, minus. Now first two terms are same, so you can cut it. Minus 10x square plus 10x square will make 2x square, because it is a greater sign. So 2x square. These two if you are adding, you will get, adding these two you will get 6x. Bring down 2. Again this 2x square divided by x square, you will get 2. This 2 you will get, multiply 2 with the x square plus 3x plus 1, you will get the value like this. First two term go cancelling, 6x and 6x. 2 minus 2 is getting cancelled, so remainder you are getting 0. If remainder is, if you are getting 0, then the given equation is exactly divisible. Hence it is a factor of the given equation. Same way another example is given. Here the degree of the equation is 5. X power 5, x power 3, x square, 3x. This one you can write it as dividend. This is a divisor. Dividend, first term you take x power 5, x power 5 divided by x power 3. X power 3 cut, 5 cut and write 2. So x square, this x square write in the question. Same way. So then x square into x power 3 will get x power 5. X square into minus 3x you will get minus 3 x cube. X square into 1 you will get x square. Changing the sign, minus plus minus. First two term getting cancelled. 4x minus 4x power 3 plus 3x square. So the answer is minus x cube. X square and minus x square, these two will get cancelled. Bring down 3x and this last term 1 also. X power 3 minus x power 3 divided by x cube, x power 3. So you will get to cut, you will get to 1. So this value or minus 1 into this one multiply, you will get the value. You will get minus 3 minus x power 3 plus 3x minus 1. Change the sign, plus minus plus. These two will get cancelled. 3x minus 3x will get cancelled. Plus 1 and plus 1 will get a 2. Here in this case the remainder is a 2. If the remainder is a 2, it is not divide exactly. The given equation x power 3 minus 3x plus 1 did not divide exactly the x power 5 minus 4x square plus x square plus 3x plus 1, because it leaves remainder 2. Hence it is not a factor. If remainder is any number other than 0, then it is not a factor of the given equation. Obtain all other zeros of the polynomial if two zeros are given. One zero is root of 5 by 3, another 0 is minus root of 5 by 3. So p of x, we can take the given equation as the p of x. Since two zeros are given, minus root of 5 by 3 and root of 5 by 3. So when you multiply these two, x minus root of 5 by 2, x plus root of 5 by 2, you will get x square minus, because root of 5 by 3 into root of 5 by 3, root of 5 by 3 multiplied by root of 5 by 3, you will get root will get cancelled. So root of a into root of a is a, like that. Root of 5 by 3 into root of 5 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3. That is what we are using the identity. So we get, it is looking like a plus b, a minus b, a minus b, a plus b. So a square minus b square. That identity we are using here to get the factor. So the given equation, we divide the given polynomial x square minus 5 by 3. This factor, we are going to divide the given equation with this. This is actually dividend, the divisor. So when you divide 3x power 4 divided by x square, you will get 3x square. 3x power 4 divided by x square and this power 4 will get cancelled. So 3x square you will get. So 3x square right in the question. Multiply, you will get 3x power 4. Second term if you multiply 0x power 3. Third term if you multiply 5x square. So first two will get cancelled. So x power 6x power 3 minus 0x power 3, you will get to 6x power 3 minus 2x square. Here you have to change the sign. Minus means you have to change a plus. So plus sign 5. So plus 3x square you will get. Bring down next to two terms. Minus 10x minus 5. Again 6x power 3 divided by x square. You will get the answer 6x. Multiply 6x with this first term, second term, third term, and write the answer down. These terms you will get. The first two terms are same, so you can cut it. 3x square plus 3x square only. Minus 10x. Here change the sign. Plus 10x. So these two will get cancelled. Bring down minus 5. Last left out with the 3x square. 3x square divided by x square, you will get 3. Right in question. So here you are getting the remainder 0. Remainder is 0. So the equation is, we are getting the remainder 0. 3x power 4 plus 6x power 3 minus 2x square minus 10x. X square minus 5 by 3 one factor, and the question 3x square plus 6x plus 3 one factor. This equation again you have to factorize it. 3 is common, so you can simplify. So 3 if you take it out, remaining term you will get x square minus plus 3x plus 1. We are going to factorize this term to get the answer. Yeah, if you factorize it again, you will get x plus 1 the whole square. That means x plus 1 into x plus 1. So x plus 1 is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus 1. As it has term x plus 1 the whole square, therefore there will be two zeros. One is x is equal to minus 1. Hence the zeros of the given polynomial, minus 1 two times you have to write here, 1 minus 1 and root 3 root of 5 by 3 and minus root of 5 by 3. These are the zeros of the given polynomial. On dividing x power 3 minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, remainder we get x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4. Quotient we will get x minus 2 and remainder we will get this one. Find g of x. G of x is not given. This is actually question mark. G of x is not given in this sum. We know that here the given equation you can write a dividend. Dividend is given x power 3 minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Quotient is given x minus 2. Remainder is also given. Divisor is not given. That is g of x they asked us. We know that dividend is always equal to quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder. If you add this remainder you will get the dividend. So apply the rule. Just a dividend you put it here and quotient in the place instead of quotient you put, then remainder you put it at the last. Just to simplify the equation you will get x minus 2 into g of x. Again simplifying this equation you will get x minus 2 into g of x. From this g of x you can write it separately. So g of x is equal to, right, this x minus 2 you bring down. So x power 3 divided by this x minus 2. When you divide you will get g of x. Give example of polynomial p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x. We know that p of x, what is p of x, what is q of x, what is r of x, everything we know, which satisfy the division algorithm, and degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. The condition is given. Degree of q of x is equal to degree of r of x. Degree of r of x is equal to 0. Then let us assume the division of 6x square. For our current we have taken the example 6x square plus 2x plus x by 2. When you divide this equation by 2, that means this is actually g of x. This is actually called g of x. First one is p of x. You will get, if you divide this one you will get the quotient 3x square plus x plus 1. You will get the remainder 0. So degree of p of x, q of x is same, that is 2. Checking for division algorithm, you know p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus remainder r of x. Or applying this one you will get the value. Hence the division algorithm is satisfying. Let us assume another example also in the same way. We are going to divide x power 3 plus x by x square. When you divide these two, this is p of x, g of x, you will get quotient. Q of x means quotient of x. You will get the x answer. Remainder also we are getting x. Clearly the degree q of x, r of x is the same as 1. Checking for division algorithm, putting the division algorithm, you know p of x plus is equal to g of x plus into q of x plus r of x. Applying this one, thus the given algorithm is satisfying. Third also it will satisfy. Let us assume that the division of x power 3 plus 1 divisible by x square. If you divide, so p of x is equal to so and so, g of x is equal to x square, so q of x is equal to x, then r of x is, you will get to 1. Clearly the degree of r of x is equal to 0. Checking for algorithm, p of x is equal to, putting this value here, you will get x power 3 plus 1 is equal to x power 3 plus 1. Thus the division algorithm is satisfied. Understand, I hope.